Happy Friday. So everybody, I wanted to come back and talk about some things. And one of the things I was talking about in the last video, yesterday I was talking about my ex best friend and how my ex was going and telling her different things and tell her what's going on in my house. Well, let me tell you something. I said in the description, I shouldn't be surprised because he was like that when we was together. I just thought things had changed because when we broke up and we decided to go our separate ways, he asked me, could we still remain friends? And I said, of course. I said, we got history. I said, so I don't see it no part of remaining friends. Well, I'm going to say this. Uh, Just about a month ago, he said that if I wasn't in my position, that he'll come over here and see X-Men with me. I know I told y'all that in the last video, and I said no, you wouldn't, because I wouldn't go back to you. You know, and he have always tried to get back with me, and I've always said no since we've been broke up. Now let me get to this subject about my ex-best friend. How I knew what she said that what's going on in my house and that she can't be mad at the other guy because she don't know him. But me, she mad at and she doesn't want to be friends, but she said she do forgive me, but don't call her no more. And she was saying that I just want something else to talk about except Michael. So basically she's saying she had been talking to Michael. And I remember when me and Michael was together, I'm sorry for saying his name out. And if he see this video, sorry for saying your name out. I just said it by accident. But when we was together, I remember during our relationship, she would tell me that he would come back and tell her everything. That how he would come back and tell her that I was taking his money and stuff like that. And I didn't understand how he could come back and tell such lies. And then he would come back to me and telling me that he didn't tell my ex best friend that. So I just thought about, I don't know. And this story, this is what is in my book. All of this was in my book. What I went through in my lifetime and what I'm going through in my lifetime. That was about the time that I transitioning into being a trainee. And I was buying clothes and going to get my hair done every week. And when I couldn't get my hair done every week, I was just buying wigs. And it's usually how you pick a drag mama and she comes in and she shows you how to do your own makeup, but she didn't show me. It was just like she was just jealous of me, and I wasn't sure why, because I was buying clothes, I was looking good, but she's always been like this. You know what I'm saying? So, but how I started progressing real fast is how my doctors was giving me medication. I was taking three type of medication. So I just didn't understand how she can be so mad. And so uh I was telling my gay son a while ago how I was looking on Facebook and I seen that she was doing a show and she was on one of them push wheelchair, and I just seen that she was doing a show, and I didn't understand why is you doing a show when you should be getting your health right. But when she got here, I would always tell her about her health, just like I would tell my gay son. But at the same time, she wasn't listening to me. So when she was walking and somebody was helping her on stage, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I really felt sorry for her. I really did. Even though she called me all called nasty words, even though she called me, you know, I'm not gonna even mention it. The only thing I could do and say is I forgive her. And I forgive what she said. And God's know. Um, People need help. People need forgiveness in their life. And I know God will bless me in the long run. And I wake up every morning and God knows that I'm doing good. Because if I wasn't doing good, God would have took me off this earth a long time ago. And I get up in the morning and I appreciate God and for letting me wake up this morning. I may can't get out of bed. I'm in a hospital bed because I'm paralyzed, but I'm I'm here. And another thing, you know, I don't blame her for what happened to me, but my family does because the day she washed me up, I had a sleigh bed and how my sleigh bed was made, the middle part, and she ended up letting me fall. Not they feel like not telling me to get out of bed because I was getting sick at that point in time too. Because every time I would go to the bathroom, I would fall and I would end up having seizures. And that's another thing. You know, I don't want to be so petty and so be so stressed out and show and have a chip on my shoulder when um I can be mature about the whole situation. Uh is she being mature about the whole situation? I don't know. You know, that's for her to ask. Answer that question. And do I think that we will ever be back friends? No, because I feel like once you call me all these cuss words, once you be nasty to me, I can never go back. That's just like me going back to my ex-boyfriend. I can't never go back. I can't turn the cheeks of time. The only thing I can do is move on. And that's what I'm doing. Moving on. So, you know, like I said, do I feel sorry for her? Yes, I do. Do I want to forgive her? Well, I already have forgiven her. Uh, I wish her well. I wish her luck. But what I'm not going to do is sit around for people just to blame me for their problems. Because I remember when I was there for you. And at the end of the day, when I was at the hospital, she didn't come and see me, you know, in point of she ran my bills up, her and her friends, to $1,000. You know, my sister had to get my bills down. So I look at now, nobody is really helping me but God and my friends. I just think it's horrible that you bring somebody in your life and you tell them all about you, but at the end of the day, they don't want to respect you and they don't want to respect what you got going on in your life. That's, I just think it's mess. And I just think it's bullcorn. You know, I think if you friends with this person, you should always be friends with this person. And I think people need to respect your boundaries. And I think that if they can't respect your boundaries, well, then you need to do what's best and you need to move on. Because I'm going to always respect people boundaries. I'm not going to never respect people boundaries because that's their boundaries. And that's what I need to do. Respect their boundaries. So I guess what I'm saying is people need to just learn. People just need to learn how to be respectful. But people don't know how to be respectful. So, do I get mad? Of course, I still get mad. I think everybody get mad. We all human. But do I get mad to where I call her and make fun of her? No, No, she made that choice to not have to be friends with me and to tell me that I allowed my mom and them to choose our friendship. No, I'm not mad. Like I said, I wish you well. And I wish you all the best. So peace. Good night, everybody. Uh I did this video in our early time, and later on to that night, this nighttime. So it'll edit, it'll edit sometime Friday, cause I'm doing this Thursday night. I love y'all.